The Vengeance campaign for Update 47 is about to end here on September the 29th, and we already know there's two more Vengeance campaigns scheduled. One being Vengeance 48, which will be December the 3rd to December the 8th. This is going to introduce loadouts, preset builds for quick swapping, and perks. Lightweight passive abilities offering a greater build variety. And then Vengeance Campaign 49, which is sometime in 2026. We don't have a specific date on that just yet. And this will focus on balancing damage output versus healing output, potentially by upping the cap on the damage abilities. Now, a lot of people keep hearing about these Vengeance campaigns, and some love it and some hate it. It seems like the Vengeance campaign kind of splits the community, where some people really like that old school style Elder Scrolls PvP like you experienced when the game first came out, and some like the way that it is now. And I'm not really sure what ZOS is gaining from this overall, because I'm not really sure how they're going to implement this in the end. A lot of people are worried that the Vengeance campaign will kind of take over Greyhost, and they're going to do away with the PvP style that you have available in game now. I don't assume, and that's just my opinion, that they're going to do that. I would guess at the most that we might have two different campaigns, one a Vengeance style campaign and one a base style Greyhost campaign like you have now. But then again, that could split the player base to where neither one stay populated enough to keep them both going. So we'll have to wait and see exactly what ZOS gets from this. It is interesting that they're testing preset builds for quick swapping, so this is going to be something that you don't get to build, I'm assuming. The way it sounds is going to be a preset build that you can swap in and out of that they have already made. We'll have to wait and see, of course, when that Vengeance Test 48 comes around in December. But overall, this is really something that has split the already small PvP community that's out there. And that is one of the biggest concerns that you hear from most PvP players, is if they implement the Vengeance campaign into just Cyrodiil in general, and that's all you have option-wise in the end, a lot of people will quit playing altogether, or even more will. And then some think that having two different campaigns is going to split the population too much. I'm really curious to see what ZOS is learning from all this, because to begin with, when they first implemented the Vengeance campaigns, it was just on PC. Then they brought them over to console, and with the very first console when we had console and PC both participating in that very original Vengeance campaign that were on both, or all platforms, they said if the testing went well, they would continue with more tests down the line. Those tests must have went well, at least on the back end for ZOS, because they are definitely putting out more and more of these Vengeance campaigns, as you can tell. And I'm sure we'll probably have more in 2026. I don't think the one for Update 49 is going to be the last one. But just overall, I'm not really sure what ZOS has learned from this. I would like to hear from them where they would tell you, of course, what their plans are. Sadly, we all know that's probably not going to be the case. If it is, it's going to be some kind of loose-ended answer that we really don't get the details that most players are looking for. I'm curious what you guys think. Would you like to see the Vengeance campaign just implemented into the game in general, and that be the style PvP that you play once they get all the kinks worked out and they figure out exactly how they want to do it? Or would you like to see two separate campaigns? One where you have the style of PvP that's available in-game now, and then one with the Vengeance style rule sets? Or would you like to see them leave it all alone and just leave PvP as is? Leave me a comment with your thoughts. Let me know what you think. And what would you like to see them at least test or gain from these tests in the future when it comes to all of this Vengeance testing that they are doing? Of course, if you like the video, hit the like. If you have not subscribed yet, please do so, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.